Hey YouTube, Matty's Daddy 12, Team JMT, coming to you guys with another deck profile. This one's actually kind of special. This one is for a returning player. The Slugger 1130 is what you guys would know him as. Shane Helm, a member of Team JMT. He had to quit the game not too long ago because of a work situation. That's now been fixed, and he's going to be coming back to the game. However, he sold all of his cards, so I got into some of my back stock, and I put together the deck with the help of Poe Taylor 94. We're going to give him this deck so he can start playing again. Now, this won't be the exact deck that he gets. There's a couple cards in here that are mine. I'm gonna hold on to those, but he wants to play the deck a little bit different than what I would. So this is actually how I would play the deck if the deck was for me. There'll be some slight changes whenever the deck actually goes to him. But let's go ahead and get into this profile because I really enjoyed this deck. I've been playing it on Dueling Network a little bit, and it's a lot of fun. First, 3 Evolsar Serato. He's a 1900 beater, comes out at 21, and if he destroys a monster by battle, I get to add an Evil tile to my hand. So just pluses all around for him. Double Diplo, blowing up the back row. Double Volcano, however you want to pronounce it, I don't know. Grabbing my Evolsaurs from the graveyard, giving me the chance to exceed into Logia and Dolka and stuff like that. Double Ellis. Now, Shane really likes Ellis. I was never really a big fan of it. We've always went back and forth on this issue until here recently when I actually started play testing with the deck and testing this. Evolsar Ellis is a lot better than what I gave it credit for. Paired with the Evo Diversity, this card is actually really, really good. Next, 3 Westlow, the Gravekeeper Spy of the deck. I'm grabbing stuff out of here, special summoning them, grabbing stupid pluses. Double Ninjasho. Now, this is actually one of the differences in the deck for me and Shane. Shane's going to run 3 of these. I prefer only 2. I feel like running the 3 Diversity and running the Seratos, I'm going to be able to get to this card without needing to run 3 of them to go search for. Now, another thing to keep in mind, though, is that all of these monsters, this is the monster lineup. This is all the monsters in the deck. But they're all fire. So this deck is actually going to get a lot better whenever the Fire Elemental Lord comes out because, like I said, they're all fire, so you're going to be able to pull that off and just give yourself another 2800 attack beater. So there you go, guys. That's the monster lineup for my Evo deck. Now let's get into the spells. Triple Diversity, Dorota for the deck. I can grab either an Evil tile or an Evolsaur from the deck, so I can grab any of my monsters and add them to my hand. Combos well with Ellis and different stuff like that. Combos well for me to go searching for an Ninjasho if I've already got an Evo Force. So yeah. Next, Triple Evo Force, tribute a Evil tile monster to go get an Evolsaur, and the Evolsaur is treated as if it was summoned by an Evil tile. So if you tribute Ninjasho, you get to get 2 Evolsaurs from your deck, or if you flip a Westlow, go get the Evolsaur with its effect, and then tribute it to Evo Force. You get the second one, which leads into all your Exceed plays. Next, Pot of Avarice. You need your Evolsaurs in your deck, so this helps you to put them back in there after you've already used them once. Double Pot of Duality for consistency. Honestly, I don't know that I really need 2 Pot of Duality. After playtesting the deck quite a bit, I found out that the Diversity really gives me all the consistency that I need, but I don't really know what I'd want to put in over Pot of Duality. Maybe Fiendish Chain or something along those lines, but for right now, I'm running the 2 Duality. Standard staples, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and only 1 MST. The reason I'm only running 1 MST is because I do have the Diplos where I get to pop the back row with it. So you really only need 1 MST in here. May not even need that. But yeah, so that's what's there. Next, double Enemy Controller. Enemy Controller is really good in this deck. One, because Diplo and Volcano are little, 16 and 12. This gives you the chance to win battles, turn their monster to defense, and then just run them over with those 2 monsters. Also, in testing on Dueling Network, my opponent had a Thunder King attacked into my YuGiOh, which has a 2,000 defense. He just kind of sits there. I draw into enemy controller, play it, tribute YuGiOh to take control of his Thunder King. YuGiOh goes off, which allows me to summon Volcano. Volcano grabs Serato. I now have 3 level 4s on board and went into Shockmaster and pretty well shut down the game from there. So the plays are there with enemy controller. You just got to be able to make them happen for you. And to round out the spells, I have 2 Forbidden Lance. I want to talk about this for just a second because you really need your monsters to stick to the board. If your opponent can keep you to just 1 monster, they can keep you from making any of your big pushes. So stuff like Torrential Tribute and Bottomless Trap Hole and stuff along those lines can really hurt you. But if you can get 2 monsters on board, you can really get rolling and really start to eliminate any chance your opponent has of getting back into the game. And honestly, Dolka and Logia protected with lances is just too good. So there you go. That's the spell lineup for this deck. Now let's get into the traps. It is a pretty stun based deck, so those traps are kind of that way. Double Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment. I feel like almost everything needs to have the Solemn Brigade right now. Double Call the Haunted. Like I said, you really need multiple monsters on board to make all of your plays good. And Double Call the Haunted it gets you there. You need the 2 monsters to be able to exceed and to make all your big boss monsters, which come out of your extra deck. Next, 2 Bottomless Trap Hole. I really like this card, mainly because Thunder King can be a problem. I know we have ways to stall it out, but Thunder King can be a problem. So Bottomless helps me get past that. Along with the 1 Compulse. This is another card. I really feel like I'd like to have more than that, but Compulse. I only had room for the 1, mainly because I wanted to play the 1 tech Torrential Tribute. You need your monsters to stick onto the board, so you don't want to play too many board wipers like this. But you can punish a lot of bad players with board wiping cards like this and Mirror Force and stuff like that. So there are the traps. That is the main deck for my Evos. It is a 40 card deck right there, and now we will get into the extra. The extra deck starts off with the rank 3s. I only run 1 of, which is Zen Mains. Again, a fire adds to the fire count for the Elemental Lord whenever he comes out. But this guy's just good. He's too good. Rank 4s, I have Utopia and Utopia Ray. I actually don't have a Strike Bouncer right now, so whenever Strike Bouncer gets reprinted, I actually sold my Strike Bouncer because they're still going for a nice little amount right now. But whenever Strike Bouncer comes out, this Utopia Ray will become Strike Bouncer. 1 Zen Meister. I like Zen Meister because I can flip my own monsters face down, which allows me to abuse Westlow. And that's pretty much the biggest reason why Zen Meister is in there. Again, for the chance to abuse Westlow, if you can get multiple 4s on board at one time, you can flip Westlow back down with Zen Meister and then activate Popple Operative to flip it back face up and get to summon another monster. For more rank 4s, I've got Maestroke and Shockmaster. Like I said, there's many plays to be had with Shockmaster. You can get level 4s on board quite a bit and make Shockmaster rather easy. Rank 6s, Swordbreaker. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why would I drop the Ray for a Strike Bouncer if I've got something like Swordbreaker in here? But to be honest, guys, Swordbreaker is very similar to Catastor, but with a slightly bigger body at 2700 attack. And I really like the guy. I really feel like this is an underplayed card. I feel like that if this was a rank 5 or a rank 4, this card would be probably a staple in most decks. But at a rank 6, he's just really hard to make. So he's not getting as much play as he probably should. But this guy is actually really good, guys. You really need to try this guy out if you have a deck that you can make rank 6s in. To continue the rank 6s, Insector Exabeetle. It's like a mini Scrap Dragon, I guess. Again, I would probably have Strike Bouncer in this slot had I still had it and not gotten rid of it. One Gaia Charger, making these plays and then laying Gaia Charger over top of it for a trample is good stuff. Now let's get into the Evol Sar part of the deck. I have double Dolka. Too good, just way too good. Double Logia, again, it's Solemn Judgment on legs. It's stupid, especially when you can protect these guys with Forbidden Lance. And then to round it out, one Evol Zar Solda. This is one of the reasons why Shane really likes this deck. He really likes Solda, and once he told me that he wanted to play again, I knew that I had to rebuild this for him. He really likes this card. I don't know what his attachment is to it, but he really likes this card. So there you go, guys. That's Maddie's Daddy 12's Evol Sar deck. Evol Tile, Evol Sar, Evol Zar, all the Evos. Yeah, that's my Evo deck. I hope you guys appreciate it. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing Shane Helm back and playing again with this deck. He was the one in this area that really got everybody on the kick of playing Evos. It's a really fun deck to try out. You guys should really give it some thought. It's a lot of fun. So like always, guys, I appreciate it. Subscribe. Comment down below. Show us how much you love us.